Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Um, I am trying something new, so bear with me. I've never used StreamYard before, so I am taking an opportunity to do something new on my big announcement. So I guess it's a risk, but hopefully everything goes well. Everything so far has been kind of trying to push me the other way. I cut myself right before I was supposed to go live. And yeah, I'm exhausted. It's been a long week and it's only Wednesday. Yeah, so I'm tired, but I'm doing this because, I wanted to bring this big announcement to everybody and let you guys know that there is a program that Religion and Remission is putting out now, and it is called Destination Deconstruction. And it is a 12-week program where I help people go from questioning and toxic mindsets. I help you dismantle your toxic religious mindsets and build a solid identity so that you can fully embrace your powerful authenticity. And I know that deconstruction is one of those things where it's very personal and everybody's journey looks different, right? Just like life, everybody's journey looks different. And when we're talking about deconstruction, we're talking about disaffiliating or leaving religion behind. And what that means is you have now changed the framework of your entire life. And when we're talking about deconstruction, it can vary so much. I mean, most of the time when you are a person who has just decided to go into church or into a religion and try it out, that's one thing. But this program is more for people who have been indoctrinated into religion. And it's about how indoctrination from childhood is so toxic and it creates in us some horrible experiences, trauma, and it causes us to really kind of take a step back and it makes us doubt ourselves. It really messes with our identity because we never truly get a chance to create our own identity when we're indoctrinated. We are very much adopting something from years of ideology and trying to make it fit our lives. We change our standards, we change our expectations, we change our desires just so that we can fit into that framework. And so this program I created is to help people who have been indoctrinated from childhood, or even if you've been in religion for a very, very long time, it's to help those people to kind of come away from it in a very safe and healthy way. And so you do this in 3 different ways, right? So you have 3 steps. The first step is dismantling of religious practices and ideals. You cannot build a new house on an old frame, right? You can try, but if the foundation and the framework is dilapidated, if it's broken up, then that's a problem, right? So you also cannot build a new identity, a fresh life on top of antiquated and decaying principles. You have left religion behind, and that requires adopting a fresh perspective. And that means dismantling on fundamental levels the religious practices and ideals that you've adopted through the years of your religious indoctrination. And when you do this effectively, you ensure that your future growth and development will take root in the right directions because it's built on a solid foundation. So the next step is the deep inner work and identity application. And you need to do this to dial in the essence of your identity, who you desire to be in this world. Deconstruction at its core is about unpacking, unlearning, and undoing the religious practices and manipulation that coil themselves tightly into every area of our lives, because the process of indoctrination does not lend itself to individuality. It's important that you take the time on your deconstruction journey to intentionally craft and build the identity that you wish to have. Um, you cannot embody authenticity while still under the adoption of religious identity. Successfully integrating this inner work into your life will lead to the full embodiment of the desired identity and ultimately unveiling your higher and happier self. That's what it's all about. It's about getting to that higher and happier place. And the third thing you need is a path forward, right? So the program is called Destination Deconstruction, right? That is the destination when we have decided to exit religion. That's the destination. Deconstruction is the destination. But deconstruction in and of itself does not have an end. It doesn't have a destination. When you take on this path of deconstruction and you decide that you're ready to unpack and unlearn those toxic religious principles, you're going to be doing that for the rest of your life. There's no, okay, well, I'm completely done. I'm completely deconstructed. I'm finished. And I don't say that to discourage anyone, but I also want to be realistic that it's a lifetime journey. If you've been indoctrinated for 15, 20, 30 plus years, you've likely been out of your religion longer than you've been in it. And so it's going to take time to process and unpack. But the good news is that it doesn't take forever, right? You'll still make significant progress. And that's why I created this program. That's why I created Religion and Remission, because it's about helping people to get to those next levels on the deconstruction path and make significant progress so that they can live a happier life, so that they can be more embodied in that authenticity that they truly desire, owning who you are. It doesn't matter whether it's sexually, if it's who you are, gender wise. It doesn't matter if you have certain things that you've always wanted to try. Those are the things that are going to be the building blocks to the identity that you truly desire. So on this path forward, the destination in leaving religion is a healthy start to your deconstruction. However, once on the deconstruction path, there is no such thing as finished. Deconstruction is a lifetime of growth and refining processes. While there will always be goals and milestones to hit, your expectation should never be to be finished with deconstruction. A clear and healthy path forward includes understanding that although you will improve significantly, you are making sure that you have the tools necessary for continued success along your journey, right? So again, it's not about a destination. It's not about just being finished. You want to embody your desired result, right? And you're going to have many results. If you're deconstructing for the rest of your life, you may change a few times, and that's okay, but it's about having the tools that will help you to continue to be bold, right? And continue to live a solid, happy, and strong identity outside of religion, because a lot of times we can't do that without the right tools. And I know people are saying, well, this is something I've done already. I can do it. Yeah, sure. And there are people who can do it on their own, and that's fine. And there are people who are willing to do it themselves and give it a try. That's fine. The purpose for me of creating this program is that I saw a need in myself first, because when I started deconstructing 15 years ago, I didn't have this. There was nothing out there like this. And so I wanted to help people avoid the pitfalls and the darkness that comes along with leaving your religion behind when you are indoctrinated, because it coils itself so deeply into your life that everything you do becomes a part of it. Everything you do, every decision you make becomes centered and focused around religion. And sometimes it's hard to even the smallest decisions that you make. I remember when I was in church, I would fall to my knees before I would stand up in the morning, and I had to unpack these things. It's not easy. It's not easy in the slightest. And I don't downplay that. That's why I created Religion and Remission. And that's why I created this program within Religion and Remission to help people dismantle those toxic practices and those toxic religious mindsets that are residually lingering around. And I provide a framework that directly confronts the discomfort that we experience when we're deconstructing religion and teaching you how to break down toxic religious ideals, engage in powerful mindset work, employ strong identity application, and create a path forward that provides the tools for continued success throughout your deconstruction journey. And the thing is, for anybody who might be kind of on the fence saying, oh, I can do this myself. Yes, you can. But I will pose this question to you. How many times have you hit the same wall, dealt with the same, doubt after leaving religion because your family or your friends are constantly pushing it in your face? How many times have you thought about returning to religion because of that? How many times have you felt pressured? How many times have you been depressed because there's a void inside and you can't really put your finger on why it's nagging you, why it's there? These are the things that I address in this framework of destination deconstruction. It's about truly doing that inner work so that you can live boldly in your decision to leave religion and live a beautiful life outside of religion, because that's one of the things that we always kind of get pulled into. We are told that you can't have a great life outside of religion. There's always something wrong. There's going to be pitfalls and things like that. But let's just be honest, right? That happens in religion too. There's trauma that happens in religion. There are horrible mistakes, and there are mishaps that happen. There's traumatic events. So it's not that you can't live a full and happy life. It's that you have to stop allowing the fear and the manipulation to have control over you in the wake of leaving religion. So I wanted to come on here and just give you guys that brief-ish introduction into destination deconstruction. If you are interested, send me a DM, comment under this video. I'm happy to answer questions. And, if you're interested, let's set up a clarity call. There's a link in my profile, and I will put a link to the clarity call under this video as well, so that if you have questions, let's get them answered as soon as possible, because whenever you're ready to start, it's there for you. You just have to recognize that you are worth your happiness. You're worth the identity that you desire to embody, and not what someone else is asking of you or forcing on you or manipulating you into. You deserve to embody that happiness and that identity fully and wholly. So if you have questions, I'd love to answer them, and I hope to get to talk to a lot of you soon.